First person in, it's Wales. It's Northumberland, Devon. Ooh, in the Midlands, north, I think, Emma. Where are you from? I want to say the middle and up, I think. Not too sure. I'll stop now before my geography shows me up. Welcome, come on in. Maybe a 3-minute warning. This is the introductory preamble. While we all get in, pick your position. Jostling for the best position. Take a seat if you want to, but not necessarily. It's an up or down. It's Gateshead. Thank you, Emma. Change of scenery, have you noticed? I thought we'd, spread our wings a bit. Come into the kitchen. I've never been so close to Mum's cooker. Maybe a 1.5 minute warning. Sheila's joining in, hurrah. In case I forget to mention at the end of this Friday kitchen party, we are still here at the weekend. Oh yeah, Saturday and Sunday, 8 days a week. When we commit, we commit. We're all in. So yes, we're here Saturday and Sunday also. At all the usual time slots that hopefully we're becoming to know and love, 8 PM, noon and 4 PM. Bradford and Avon calling, Italy calling, Scotland are in. I'm seeing some new names, which is great. I mentioned this morning, in fact today, it's a week today that we put out the introduction for this initiative. We got this group together last night. The group now has 1,700 people, and that introduction on this group has been viewed 1,000 times, plus the YouTube, which tells me there's a lot of people interested in movement, as I mentioned at lunchtime, which is greatly. Yes, you've got time, George, to finish your cuppa. Don't slurp it down too quick, though. That's a lot of people interested in movement. Brackets. How much the population, though? Fantastic response, thank you. I'm really excited. And we haven't even done 1 week yet. Day 5. Let's do it. I'm going to go in with welcome. Good afternoon. This is day 5 of, day 5, movement snack number 3. And from my little tally of events here, I've used the active calendar. 2.5 hours of extra minutes across 5 days in the movement. Money bank. Great. Let's get on. We're going to go. What I have planned for you this afternoon, this 10 minutes, is circulation boosting as normal. Just a little bit of a minute or so just to prepare us for moving, boost the circulation. Just a couple of mobilities because you've hopefully all been moving in the day. So a little bit of shoulder, a little bit of trunk. Some toe raises, some 3-dimensional movements to bring in that kind of dual tasking element of head, arms, feet and trunk, because that replicates life. And some back of thigh stretch, a calf stretch and a chest stretch. We've got time, a lot to get through. Pick your position as always. As you can see, I'm in the kitchen here, and I chose the kitchen because it's a really good area for strong and stable surfaces, usually. Now I have brought a chair in. I'm not suggesting you start carrying chairs around the house, but you may have table and chairs in your kitchen area. And the likelihood is you either have a table or these long, strong built-in surfaces. So I just wanted to demonstrate that we can pick any place in the house that has appropriate handholds so that we can crowbar these movements through the day. So sit or stand. If we're in standing lifted posture, let's start with the circulation boost. Hopefully you can see my feet. Hopefully these prompts and cues are starting to kind of embed themselves, so you're thinking about your ankles and your feet already. If you're seated, this is great. If this is the start position for you, that's brilliant. Come forward. And then your circulation boosting, again, is generated from the floor. Loads of feet and ankles, and toes. With or without the arms, start to bring those in, or supported if you want to. This is a relaxed, rhythmical type movement, just to do as it says on the tin, boost the circulation. Okay, take a pause. 2 mobility movements from our morning session and from lunchtime. Shoulders, you can start on those. So these are the shoulder rolls. If you're in standing, remember, little gap between your feet, hand held if you feel more confident. If you want to do that in seated, also it's here. Hands can stay on the legs here, so the hands and arms are supported. We're really trying to get up, back and round, to lift and open the posture, ready for this set we're about to do. Just a little bit more circ boost. Take some deep breaths. And the next mobility movement is the trunk rotation. In standing, take your feet a little bit wider, more like shoulder width. Just unlock the knees, use the support if you want to, and we just turn around as if you're looking behind. Here's the support if you need. Take your time. And each time you go around, you're trying to just squeeze a little bit further, head goes with you and then comes straight back. Your pause position is in the centre. Exactly the same in the chair. Key points here, your buttocks stay firmly on the chair and your feet are a little bit wider, and we just walk the hands round to a point that's comfortable for you. Pause and then come right back. The arms and the hands just can help guide that movement, and it's far more functional to bring in our arm movements with these turns. If we're going to be turning in daily life, probably because we're going to reach and grab something or do something with our hands. Okay, take a pause. Let's just do a recap of the sit to stand if you do want to go for a standing option now. So hip walk forward in the chair. This will make it easier to stand. Bring the heels back a little bit. This will make it easier to stand. Fingertips on the chair if you prefer, or a side support. It's a weight shift forward, and we're going to power up through the feet and get your balance at the top. That little bit of power and oomph will make it easier to stand. Find your position, where is you want to stand. 2 hands on one. And let's start with this floaty arm movement. So here we're going to build a little sequence of movements whereby the head, the arms, the wrists are all working at the same time, all moving at the same time, because this is pretty much how life is. Lots of things happen at the same time. You can have both hands on the surface if you want, and when you're ready we can bring in that to 2. And if you have a look, my arms stay under shoulder height and my wrists and my fingers are very specific in that slow movement. The analogy I used last time is like the bristles of a brush. Yes, keep going with that. Feel your own rhythm and pace, and in seated it will be the same. You can alternate, or we can take both at the same time. When you're happy with that, keep going whether you're sit or stand. Your next mission, if you choose to accept it, keeping the arms moving, we then add a slow and steady head turn from our mobility, with the pause in the centre, whilst the arms are still going. Just think about that. I'm going to talk a little bit less now, and I've got my calm voice on. Hands and arms, same height. Think about this symmetrical movement, and if you can, bring in the head movement. Now if you're in standing, that head movement may well challenge your balance, so we can leave one hand behind And don't forget, you can just do one side. We could do it here, so you've got strong support, couple on that side, and then you can take your time to step around, step around, step around, and then you could repeat on the other side. Here's the movement. And take a pause. How did that feel for you? Okay, so that's our three-dimensional movements. There's loads of progressions that we can layer in over these weeks. I wanted to get in a couple of stretches as it's Friday and it's end of day, so we've started to make this session a little bit more stretchy. So let's start with a chest stretch. So if you're in standing, just slide the hands round, either on the top of the buttocks or the back of the hand if that's more comfortable. Open up the chest, leave one hand behind, or you can be side on if you're confident without. If you want to progress that, you can extend and lengthen away a little bit more. In the chair, it's the same. It comes back, reach from behind, release out of these stretches, take a breath, and then go in again. So we're looking to build up time in these held positions. Maintain your normal breathing while you're here, and release. Back of thigh stretch. Unless you're comfortable and happy with the standing option, can I ask everyone to come to seated now? Remember, when we come to sit, let's optimise this movement also. So even if you know you're strong and steady in a sit, I'm going to challenge you now to sit as slow as you can. Slow, 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 slow. You might want to hang on to it here and then really lower. The longer we can hold on to that sit, we're getting even more strength work coming out the thighs. Forgotten the stretch. Hamstring, here we go. So lifting up, lengthening here. Let's just slowly place the foot out and just release the foot. Unlock the knee a little bit. Just hold this position and ask yourself, can I feel a stretch? If the answer is yes, you're in the right place. If the answer is no, I'm going to just ease forward, keep the chest lifted, and we're just hinging forwards, and you start to get the stretch on the back of the thigh. When you've found your place, stay there. And this feeling of mild tension. Slowly come out of that stretch, step in, have a little release, and let's go on the other side. Relax the foot. By that I mean don't really flex it back, just release it. Unlock the knee. Just by sitting taller you may already feel the stretch. If that's okay, stay there. Maintain the normal breathing. We're looking to build here 8, 12, 20 plus seconds, but if you need to come out of that stretch, have a switch off and go again, that's okay. Ease forward for the extra range if you feel you can, but keep this lifted here. Just take a squeeze, feels quite nice, and slowly release. Oh, if you want to stay in for an extra one, calf stretch, an extra one, or you can just turn me off. Calf stretch in seated is the same extended position, but this time just pull the toe back. When I say pull, it's the imaginary pull. Squeeze and then go in again. In standing with support, we take a back step, squeeze the heel into the floor. There's the calf stretch. Toes are forward. And then we've been talking about this extra stretch here. So if I just lift here, I have two areas of stretch. The front of my hip here and the back of the calf. If you feel strong and steady, you can add in our floaty movement that we did before. There's a lot going on. I'll let that one you choose. Come out of it slow, 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 slow. Go in with the other side. Hold that stretch, heel down. We can bring in that float arm movement if you're happy to. 2 if you're strong and steady. Hands on if you're not. Release the legs slowly. That was Friday afternoon snack attack, movement snack attack, with 2.5 hours in the movement bank. Love to see you tomorrow, Saturday, 8 o'clock. I know it's the weekend, but weekends are a little bit different perhaps, but perhaps not. Anyway, I'll be here. I don't know where, maybe the kitchen or the dining room. Thank you so much. Keep on moving. Do I look like Tess Daly? And every movement counts. Goodbye, thank you very much.